Jake Rivera swore he'd never put on the headset again. But sometimes, he still hears the game's whispers in the dark.
Whisper to your ear.
Act 1. The Hook. It knew our fears. 3 weeks ago, Jake was a star beta tester for Phantom Circuit, the most immersive horror game ever made. No trailers, no hype, just an anonymous invite. We know what terrifies you. The game adapted to each player. Jake's best friend Liam got claustrophobic water nightmares. Priya saw a highway slick with rain, her fear of car crashes. And Marcus, well, Marcus never said what he saw. But they all laughed it off, until the first death. Liam's avatar drowned in the game. 3 days later, his body was found in the same lake, same twisted position. The police called it an accident. Jake knew better. Act 2. The Descent. Sacrifices. Priya refused to quit testing. "It's just a game," she said. But that night, her avatar hydroplaned into a semi-truck. The next morning, she did too. Jake hacked into Phantom Circuit's code, buried under layers of encryption, a folder labeled Sacrifices. Inside, timelines, names, Liam, Priya, Marcus, and him. The dates matched their friends' deaths, and Jake's was set for tomorrow. Act 3. The Revelation. Your turn. The game's developer wasn't a company. It was a cult, centuries old. They didn't code horrors. They invited them. And Jake's final level had already begun. He smashed his headset, deleted the game. But at 3:03 a.m., his computer rebooted. Phantom Circuit loaded itself. The screen read, "Your fears have evolved." Act 4. The final level. No escape. It knew his new fear. Being trapped. Walls closed in. His phone died. The door jammed. And the shadow, it whispered,
Thank you for your sacrifice.
They never found Jake, but beta testers still report a glitchy screaming avatar that looks like him. And if you listen closely, the game's final level now has 2 words. Join us. Act 5. The Awakening. Revelations from the other side. It didn't stop there. Jake never truly left. His disappearance was the catalyst. Each friend's death a part of the game's twisted evolution. Jake was no longer a player. He was part of the game itself. The game had a new level 1 that no beta tester had ever seen. The Awakening. It was where the souls of the sacrifice were bound. Jake wasn't just stuck in the game, he had become its ruler. The Phantom Circuit was alive, feeding on his fears and the others who had once dared to play. Liam, Priya, Marcus, they were still there, in the game. Echoes of their final moments, distorted by the game's growing power. And now, Jake was forced to keep them company. But something darker was stirring. The game wanted more than just souls. It wanted players. Act 6. The Return. It calls to you. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months. People forgot about Phantom Circuit, but it wasn't finished. The game had grown, more players joined, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. Jake's voice, distorted and distant, now echoed through the VR realms. His whisper,
It calls to you.
The whispers spread through dark corners of the internet. A new invite, a new game, but no one could escape. It wasn't just the game that was cursed. The people who played it were now marked, forever haunted. And in the dark corners of their homes, the whispers grew louder. And then you hear it, the whisper, it's coming for you. Just like it came for Jake, for Liam, for Priya, for Marcus. Will you be the next one to sacrifice your soul to the game? It's not just a game, it's an invitation. Will you accept? Sleep tight. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button, subscribe for more nightmares, and share with someone brave enough to watch alone. See you. Bye.